So I've been playing around with JavaScript a bit, and I've discovered it has a putImageData function. So I'm just learning JavaScript myself, and I thought it might be good to see if I could implement support for this in my sprite editor, Raster Master, and I was able to do it. Let me bring it over here. So with the latest version, release 14. We can now export to JavaScript array. So there's two options here, transparent image and non-transparent image. So I've wrote a few little JavaScript demos. Like I said, I'm not an expert in JavaScript, but some Googling and playing around, and I've discovered a few things I'm going to share with you. So first is when we export so I drew a sample car here. It's not the greatest, but once we export this, let me just go through it. The extension we're using is JSA, just for JavaScript array, and the output looks like this. So this is what it generates. There's a lot of code here, and it basically is red, green, blue, alpha for how the image is represented. And the way I'm doing this is I'm using index color index 0 for the transparent, and also fuchsia for the color. Let's see if we select this. If we go, yeah. So if the colors, if the red value is 255, green value is 0, and blue value is 255, this will also be considered transparent. So if you use color index 0, so in this case, this gray will be transparent, and anything I use with this color will also be transparent. So if I draw something like this, this will be transparent. That's only if we're using the export JavaScript array transparent image. If we're using the non-transparent, colors look like they appear. So this will be gray, this will be fuchsia, red, black. Anyway, back to the code here. So Raster Master creates this. How do you use it? Well, I did a little sample HTML. This is as simple as we can get. We create a canvas. I'm doing 300 by 300. This was just some test code that didn't work out. Let me just delete that. Save. And here is the code put into the JavaScript file, and we have to do a few little things. First, we have to get the canvas and store into a variable, and get the context for the canvas, and we have to convert the image using the ImageData function, and then we can use the putImageData to place it on the canvas. So this is what it looks like when we do that. Let me refresh. And just to show you that it's transparent, if we uncomment this, save, bring this back, refresh, and we can do that with any color basically, just to show that. Save, refresh again, and but this might not be exactly what you need. I'll get back to this. There's a third demo, and I'll show you what I mean in that. But for now, let's just say this is transparent and it's working as intended. So if we go to the second demo, It's very similar, except this time we're using the non-transparent image. So let's bring this back. So demo 2. Um, all the source code will be on GitHub, so you don't need to retype it or anything. So this is the second demo. It looks very similar to the first, except now there's a gray background and it doesn't look transparent. So how about if we change the background color, refresh, and if you want a solid image, this is the format you export in. So the colors appear exactly as they should and nothing's transparent. So I'll comment this back. And now let's move to the third demo. And this combines a few things. Let's go back. All right. Third demo. Okay. So we have two color bars here, blue and green side by side. And in the first part, we're using the transparent image, but it doesn't appear to be working now when we display it over other colors or other shapes besides the canvas color. So this seems to be a problem with the putImageData command. Um, the transparent colors are only against the background color of the canvas. If you use any other color, it doesn't preserve those properties. But if we use the drawImage command, which is how the second one is displayed, it preserves the transparent information, and you can display it over anything, the canvas background color or any other shapes that have been drawn. So this is most likely what you'll want when you display a transparent image, is to use the drawImage function. Now, it's not as easy as it seems. We can't use the array data directly, just like in the putImageData command. We have to convert it, and the way we do that is we create a hidden canvas. So here I've created another canvas and I've called it hidden, and I also put the hidden value here so it doesn't display. Um, but we could also reveal that. For now, let's just show it just so that it makes things easier. So let's save that. And if we refresh now, okay, there we go. So all the way down here is where our hidden canvas was. Uh, and and once we draw it in the hidden canvas, we can use the drawImage command to draw that hidden canvas. One way is to convert it to a data URL, which is what I'm doing right here. So if we perform this function here, if we create a new image and we make the image source hidden canvas dot to data URL, it creates an image object which we can display with the drawImage. Now we could also, rather than converting it, we could just draw the canvas directly without having to convert anything. So we could just specify hidden canvas here, and whatever that is on that hidden canvas will also display. So this works just as well. I haven't tested anything for speed, but let me just move this. So it still looks like it's doing the same thing. Let me move this over a few pixels so that we can see that it's actually working. So if we refresh now, we can see that we moved it over a bit. So those are the different ways that we could use the putImageData data. With the drawImage, we have to do a little bit more work to display it, but I think it could be usable for a few different applications. Mostly little games, I think, would be the best use for this. And I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover in this video. Oh yeah, I did have one request for anybody out there, because my JavaScript is not so great here. If somebody has some code to dynamically create the hidden canvas, maybe they could paste it in the comments. I would like to do that rather than having a hidden canvas. If we could create a function that creates a temporary canvas, draw into it, get the image object, and then delete it, I think that would be a lot better than having to tinker around with the HTML code here, creating a hidden canvas. This works fine for one image, but doing it for a lot of images might not be the most efficient way. All right, thanks for watching.